Dina with All Metal here. Last month at NBAA, one of our very own social media specialists, Tiffany, got to speak with Chuck Aaron in front of a beautiful Robinson aircraft. They spoke about his retirement. Take a listen.
Okay, this is Tiffany T. I am here at the NBAA, and I'm here with the top vendors and actually a celebrity here at the event. This is Mr. Chuck Aaron. Hi, Chuck.
Hey, how you doing? Nice to see you.
So you are quite the fascinating man, and I hear that you turn helicopters upside down.
I did. I actually just retired from doing it, but I've been doing aerobatics for Red Bull for 10 years.
For Red Bull. Now that is incredible. Now you have to tell me something. What in the world got you started in doing this?
It was actually a challenge.
For you?
Yeah. No, Red Bull asked me if I could do aerobatics in a helicopter, and I said, no way, you can't do that. And but about 2 weeks later...
Now, why'd they ask you? Of all people to turn a helicopter upside down, why'd they ask you?
Because I've got... I used to own a company that would buy helicopters and rebuild them and sell them.
Mm-hmm.
And Red Bull bought one of my helicopters, and I got to meet the owner. And so we're just having a conversation, and he asked me if I could do aerobatics in a helicopter. That's when I told him, no, you can't do it.
But you live on the wild side.
Yeah, I do.
Tell me more about that.
So we figured out a way to do it, and he said, let's make it happen. So we bought two BO-105s that are helicopters. They have a special rotor system on it. We beefed it up and changed it and redesigned it and made it a little stronger. And it's our own secret recipe, what we did, that we don't let anyone else know. So lips gotta be sealed. Anyway, so it all worked out, and I got FAA approval, and it's the first and only certified aerobatic helicopter in the world.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and I got certified to fly it. So I'm the first certified aerobatic helicopter guy in the United States.
Would you ever train anyone else to do what you do?
No.
Yeah, this is very, very scary stuff.
It is. And I did it for 10 years. I did 250 air shows, and I just retired from doing it in October.
So I saw a quick video of some of the amazing craziness that you do, flipping these helicopters upside down like military fighter pilots would do.
Yep.
And so what was going through your mind the first time you tried to do it?
It was just...
You had to be a little scared.
Yeah, I was real scared. I was just paying attention to what I was doing and just taking one little piece at a time.
But you were determined to figure out how to make this happen.
Oh, yeah.
And you did this for Red Bull, or are you kind of on your own?
No, Red Bull asked me to do it, and they funded the whole thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's putting your life on the line for Red Bull.
Well, it was, yes, but it was fun for me, too. So, I mean, it was...
and it uncovered a real talent for you.
It did. It did. And now look at it. So it turned out to be pretty cool for both Red Bull and myself.
And then, so you also recently retired, and from what I hear, you are just a very intuitive man. You tried to make the best decisions possible, and it just came to you, said, I'm just done. Is that how it happened?
Yeah, that's exactly right. After about 6 months ago, I woke up one day and
you're like, this is it. I have to protect myself from this point forward.
I felt like I had the rubber band pulled all the way out.
Wow.
And it was like tight.
Must have your finger on the spiritual pulse.
Yeah, that's it. And I just felt like it was going to break any day, and it was just time to quit. So,
you missed it already?
No, actually, I don't miss it. I do miss, the kids and the joy and the enjoyment they got out of it, and all that part of it, and the air show part of it. But it was hard. It was hard doing that show. You had to fly the helicopter from every airport to the next airport all over the United States, and then do an air show that lasted 5 minutes, and then pack it up and fly to the next one. And it was a lot of traveling. I was gone a lot.
So for those 5 minutes, you're gone for a long, long, long time. Plus, you'd probably say a little prayer every time before you did it.
Absolutely.
My
That's what kept me alive. I swear, God definitely kept me alive on it.
And then you created specific helicopters that will perform these stunts if they are operated by the right pilot, which there isn't any other pilot but you, is there?
No, I'm the only one in the U.S. Yeah.
You are the only one. And tell us a little bit now. Now you are here for Robinson Helicopters?
No, just
you're
walking.
just hanging out.
I'm just hanging out here.
Yeah,
I like
Robinson.
the R66. They fit
Well,
helicopter.
Robinson, you're very lucky to have us hanging out here for this interview at the NBAA. And you said you do like this aircraft.
I do, yeah. Every
you-
helicopter has its own purpose, and mine was specially designed for me, that I did. And Robinson is not designed to do aerobatics. I mean, it wasn't that way. It wasn't designed for that. They do, they chart, you know, you charter the helicopter, you want to fly somewhere and go in comfort. And, very inexpensive helicopter. This is the one that, it's like the VW.
The VW.
Yeah.
So is that why you're hanging out here with this one?
I'm hanging out everywhere. I just happen to stop by here.
Okay, so you're just kind of walking around the show enjoying yourself.
I am.
Well, that's amazing. You know, I really appreciate your time, and I'm very honored to have this interview with you today.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Thank you. It was lovely meeting you. Lovely meeting you. And hopefully we'll be seeing you soon.
Okay.